from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It looks and feels like there's something brewing out there. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The overcast sky and strong winds are not only whipping up rain, there's even talk of snow.
Let's begin with the latest from Hutch on what he's expecting. Hutch, I know you're just the messenger.
Well, I'll tell you what, this evening looks like an umbrella is going to be required. We've continued to be buffeted by those gusty winds from the south over 30 miles per hour. And now bands of heavy rain stretch from just south of Fargo into portions of northeast South Dakota, and this rain is basically sitting over the same area for extended periods of time, so we'll see some elevated rainfall totals in the Southern Valley. Richland County, Wilkin County, pushing up into southern parts of Clay County right now, bands of heavy showers, and the FM area seeing one band working its way over right now. No lightning with this, that's the good news. The showers extend all the way into the Northern Valley toward the Canadian border. So for tonight, it does look like a very chilly evening with gusty winds continuing. And our rain chances will last through the evening hours. Overnight, most of it surges northward. And then that snow you were talking about, we'll show you where that's taking place right now and where it's going to go as we head toward the weekend ahead in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And remember, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Search VNL Weather in the App Store. A whistleblower contacted us and said unsettling things are happening at a nursing home here in the Valley. He says workers are getting their hours cut or being replaced altogether with contracted workers not from the area.
Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker looks into these claims and sheds some light on what could be the reason for all that's allegedly happening.
Placing a family member in a nursing home is never an easy decision. But for decades, people living in Arthur, North Dakota knew there was a good place for their loved one. Good Samaritan Society, at least that used to be the case according to community members.
We were in there and surveyed them on May 19th, Good Sam Arthur. There were several deficiencies identified.
All of which can be found in this 52-page report from the North Dakota Department of Health and Human Services. Some of the most damning deficiencies being force-feeding residents medication, not answering call lights in a timely manner, and not providing enough liquids for residents to stay hydrated.
We hope that what they put in place, because they have to put in a quality improvement program, and we hope that based on that there won't be repeat deficiencies.
A rep at the Good Samaritan Society headquarters in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, released this statement to us saying, in part, the facility filed a plan of correction and they are now compliant with state regulations. In Arthur, North Dakota, for Valley News Live, I'm Cornelius Hawker.
You can find the full inspection report with the Good Samaritan's plan of correction on valleynewslive.com. The Good Samaritan rep says he can't confirm or deny claims of reduced hours or contracted workers, but is looking to get more information from someone with the nursing home. Now, this story came to us from our whistleblower hotline. If you'd like us to investigate something suspicious or concerning in your community, call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip.
A scary bus ride this morning for some West Fargo students. The driver of a van was ticketed after running a red light and hitting the bus. About a dozen children were on that bus. The bus driver was making a left turn off of Main across the path of the oncoming van. Police say the van's driver ignored the red light, causing the crash. The bus was pushed into a number of other cars. No one was injured, but 7 vehicles were damaged. Valley Bus Company says the crash was traumatic for everyone involved, and safety is their top priority.
In this case, it wasn't a mistake by our driver, and I hope the public knows that, because they're entrusting their kids to ride on our buses every single day, and our drivers are well trained, and it's easy to leap to the conclusion. In fact, your mind almost wants to say, what did the bus driver do wrong? And in this case, the driver did nothing.
McLaughlin says the biggest issue buses have is with impatient drivers around bus stops. He says a child is more likely to be hurt there than on a bus. Fargo police say people don't realize the dangerous situation they put themselves in when they run red and yellow lights. Most intersections are set up for a delay, meaning the lights are all red at the same time. Fargo police say it's roughly 2 seconds the lights are all red. North Dakota does not have a penalty for going through yellow lights, but there is a $20 fine for going through red.
A man is facing charges after police say he stole 13 high-end bicycles in downtown Fargo. Matthew McCroskey has been charged with 4 felonies, including possession of stolen property and possession of meth. He is also charged with misdemeanor possession of marijuana and violating parole. The stolen bikes are valued at around $25,000. McCroskey is also accused of stealing electronics and some other items. A Grand Forks man stands accused of choking his ex-girlfriend and threatening her with a baseball bat. 25-year-old Leslie Keplin is charged with aggravated assault and terrorizing. Court records say Keplin caused serious bodily injury to his former girlfriend. The couple shares a child together. He's being held in the Grand Forks County Jail.
A Crookston man is in jail on charges he brutally assaulted his girlfriend, who wanted him out of her apartment. 53-year-old Terry Klevgard has been charged with felony counts of domestic assault by strangulation and threats of violence. Court documents say Klevgard had been drinking for 4 days in a row when he choked the victim so hard blood was flowing from her nose. Klevgard has a criminal history that includes violations for burglary, terrorizing, aggravated assault, and disorderly conduct.
So-called creepy clown sightings have some people on edge, and there's been talk on social media about one in Fargo. But police say that sighting is not suspicious. They say they notified people on the app Nextdoor that they have identified a driver that was dressed as a clown. The Post says we have confirmed the individual works as a clown and is driving to and from events in full costume. Clown sightings have been happening nationally in the past 2 months and have caused police departments and even Homeland Security to get involved, with threats against schools forcing closures.
Some people in the valley are upset over mosquito spraying, saying not enough notice is being given. But Cass County Vector Control says it's following all the rules when it comes to notifying the public. Supervisor Carter Woodley says they must notify people at least 24 hours in advance, which they did via Facebook, Twitter, email, and text alert. He says aerial spraying cannot be planned weeks in advance because of all the factors involved. And they must spray earlier in the evenings at this time of year because that's when mosquitoes are active. He adds mosquitoes won't disappear until we have a good frost of 6 to 8 hours. You can sign up for the email and text alerts on the Cass County Vector Control website. We attached a link in this story. Just go to valleynewslive.com. There's a big opportunity for people with big ideas in the Northern Valley this weekend. Startup Weekend at UND offers everyone the chance to turn their idea into a real business.
As Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what it's all about and how you can be part of it.
UND's Center for Innovation will host Startup Weekend. It's a chance for everyone to pitch their big idea for a new business.
On Friday evening, individuals will come in and pitch their idea, no matter what it is. Like you said, it can be soup, it can be a website development, anything, and it can be any age. Last year we had students from the ages of 9 up to individuals who are 73.
Once the group picks the best ideas, all kinds of mentors and experts will be on hand to get the business off the ground in just one weekend.
The individuals come up with business plan, action items, how do we bring this idea to market? So really going through the entire process of marketing strategy.
And even if your big idea isn't chosen to move forward at Startup Weekend, organizers say it will still be a valuable experience for you.
And not only you get the process, right? This is what's, you get bouncing ideas, people, so you learn about the creative process and how to start a venture, but you also network some really cool people that maybe you could call on again to be helpful.
Registration is $75 and gives you the opportunity to give your big idea a start, or at the very least, gain some insight and support to get it off the ground. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
If you'd like more information about Startup Weekend, or if you'd like to register, we have a link for you online. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
We know where someone will be giving away cups of coffee tomorrow morning, where you can get your free cup of Joe later on Valley News Live at 6.
And we are tracking showers working their way through the Southern Valley. A chance of a few flakes in the forecast and frost as well. Details are coming up right after this.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.